Remember in the last episode, we talked about 80% cash flow. Why does it need to be 80%? It's because of this. So let's go into this app. Go download your app. It's PCMY mobile app. This is a very good calculator. You go to mortgage. I'm not promoting the app, by the way. I'm just finding that it's useful to do some calculation and decision. Interest rate, just put 4.5 or any interest rate that you like. Then just put 30 years. Then your purchase price 600,000. Then just don't need to set up anything. Assume that we really take a full loan. Then you go to this one, calculate. So initially, of course, you will know the monthly installment is 3,000. But what does this tell us? I want to explain on the 80%, right? So go to this amortization. So when you go to amortization, it looks like an Excel table, a simplified Excel table. What does that mean? First month, you have to pay 3,000 all the way 3,000 for 30 years. But how much does it contribute to the principal part and how much does it contribute to the interest part? It's different. For the beginning of the loan, right, you will see they contribute about 26% to pay off your principal, to reduce the principal, and then 74% to the interest. That means this is the bank's earning. So as times go by along the way, right, you will notice it will contribute more to pay the principal and lesser to pay the interest. You can see now already almost 30% versus 70%. Amortization tells us that at the beginning stage of the loan, most of the amount, about 74% starting from the very first month, contribute to pay interest, not the principal. Your loan is calculated based on your remaining principal. The higher remaining principal, you pay more interest, which is the earning for the bank. So if you are buying a property not exceeding, your cash flow doesn't give you more than 80%, then you really need to consider whether this is really a good choice or not. In terms of calculation, when ROI, it doesn't make sense. But of course, some people would like to buy certain things that they like. A trophy purchase maybe. They like the concept, they like the neighborhood, they like township development in that area. So it makes sense for you to pay extra premium or convenience factor for these kind of things. But for the sake of rental, right, always stick to the cash flow type number 1, number 2, and number 3. Can cover all the costs that you're holding the property, can cover at least the installment, and then cover 80%. Okay, these 3. So that's why, based on the amortization table, you see that the very first month, if you take a 600,000 full loan, 4.5% is 74% contributing to pay off the interest, only 20+% pay off the principal. So that's why this is the episode that I want to make to share based on my own experience. When I buy my property, I'm also not sure about this. Why is it like some of the rental really cannot cover my installment, but I can still consider it as part of my investment? So from this, right, there's 2 things that we can conclude. So if my income can cover my installment, the interest part, does that mean I'm taking a loan interest-free because when you rent it out, the tenant is paying the portion of the interest? But definitely it's not 100% interest-free because of a few other factors, because your unit might have vacancy period, no rental yet. And your unit might not be able to rent at covering all your installment, covering 80% or covering 100% of your installment, correct? And the third part is that you also need to pay other things like cukai takseran, quick rent, sinking fund, maintenance fee, renovation, refurbishment, right? So I wouldn't say it will be able to cover 100% of your cost of owning the property. But at least if you get an 80%, you already cover the interest part. Anything above that will be better. Of course, you can cover 100% of your installment. That means it's a break-even installment cash flow. If you can cover even more, for example, like I mentioned, you do maybe Airbnb or room rental to maximize your rental. So your rental is much higher, can cover your cost of owning the property to reach a higher rental yield, to reach a better cash flow, then yeah, why not? Then from there, your income can cover the interest portion, can cover the installment portion. Along the way, you only need to chip in. Sometimes vacancy, you need to pay installment in full. And then you need to chip in terms of the repairs and the down payment when you buy, and also the principal. So you can imagine, I don't want to really confuse your mind or really brain F your mind too much. But I'm talking about full loan or 90% loan, very straightforward one. I'm not pushing around talking about other scenario where you can buy with cashback lah, where you buy with a lot of cash dumped into the down payment lah. It's also another topic to discuss also lah. But I think generally when we buy properties, usually we will buy 85% or 90% loan lah. Follow for more rental property tips like this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.